Hi, I'm homosexual Brian Safi.
And I'm feminasty Erin Gibson, and this is Throwing Shade, where we take a weekly look at all the issues important to ladies
And gays.
and treat them with much less respect than they deserve. Welcome back.
Thank you. What a surprise.
To me.
Yeah,
because
to
I've
the
been
new
gone.
you, to the I
No,
don't know.
just-
Do you know that there's I hate to tell you this. There are two boas on your eyes right now.
Constrictors?
Ethel Merman style. There's no business like show business. Phyllis Diller threw a bow on you and then walked out of the room.
I was in Texas for 10 days, and you know what they say? Go big or get the fuck out of this state.
Yeah, you certainly
and so
did.
I did it.
The eyelashes are. What do they say? The longer the
eyelash, the closer to God.
That's
yeah,
right.
That's what it is. I brought you some things.
Oh, you
back
did?
from Texas. Yeah, number one.
Pralines.
Class.
Oh.
This is Copa Chardonnay. It's a to-go Chardonnay.
I love a Chardonnay
Now, just
that
so
has
you
the
know,
top, the same kind of top that like mixed peanuts have.
or like a yogurt.
Yeah, totally.
I know it's not chilled, but maybe we could just take a little sip.
I haven't had a drink in a month.
Oh, you have it?
But I'll watch you take a sip.
Well, it is Chardonnay. I'd like to leave my lid on a little bit
Well,
like
I'll
this.
sniff it. You know what I mean?
It's a good year. Yeah. And if you can't hear it is...
Honestly...
It smells like...
I don't even know...
You know what? I know what it smells like. I used to have these shoes that were rubber, and I wore them all the time, and my boyfriend called them popcorn shoes because they smelled like buttered popcorn. That's what this absolutely smells like that.
It smells like your very first drink you've ever had mixed with like medieval times.
Yeah, no,
like the restaurant.
Yeah. No, it definitely has like a bleachy, moldy smell.
Any wine that you peel off. Although, you know what's great about these? I take it all back. This is so easy for the gal on the go. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean.
You've got no time to fill up your wine glasses. That's the last thing you can do. So you just set these out and you say, everyone, welcome to my wedding. Pop the top and let's get on with it.
I think Pringles has got a real lawsuit on their hands with these pop the top wines.
Copa di
So
Vino.
whoever Copa of wine, I think that translates to
that's
in
funny.
Italy. It does contain sulfites because it is in plastic. And I think this is a registered trademark bottle.
I'm absolutely in shock by this. Ew. It totally smells. You know what it smells to me
it
like?
tastes as good as it smells.
It smells like wine the next day. It smells like wine left in glasses in the next morning. It smells like a hangover.
I'm going to go a step further. This is absolutely what it smells like when I get alcohol drunk. When I've thrown up into a toilet or outside of a door or whatever.
You know what else is great about this? If you're not done with it, you just put this plastic lid on, save it for later.
It's a resealable lid. And if you send these in, the foil tops in,
it helps breast cancer research.
Breast cancer awareness. Susan G. Komen, absolutely. Well,
thank you so
you're
much.
so
I'll
welcome.
definitely give one to Derek.
Here's the thing: just like save it,
and
crack it out. You can
for my wedding night.
Put it in the freezer
for my wedding night. Frozen. Yeah, that's great.
Wait, this is the best part. Ready to cheers?
Oh, God!
Just one more for old time's sake.
Can you imagine just a fancy occasion like, thank you all so much. I'm sorry she died, but here we are and life goes on. God.
To Teresa and Phil.
Yeah.
You met on OkCupid.
Yeah.
And that's fine now.
Yeah.
Because everyone's doing it. And God bless this wedding and everyone here.
Go Super Bowl. God. Well, this is a treat. I've never seen anything. This is the 21st century right here. This is Dippin' Dots.
Oh, this is. Yeah. And you know what's great? The foil still has the smell of the wine, so you can put it in your panty drawer or your sock drawer.
Totally. And it's gold, so you know it's wine rich. You know what I mean? Like, just,
right?
Yeah, totally.
Don't I look like the Monopoly guy?
So cool. This is like, you know what I feel like right now? I feel like we're on comic relief. And someone from the audience threw that up and we're like, doing all the, look at my beret.
We're Robert Williamsing this.
Exactly.
This, I dare you to go to a gas station and try to pay for gas.
I've already
with
been
this.
to one. Oh, I should. Hi.
$50? Do you have change for this?
Yeah, thanks. $50 on pump 5. Yep.
Well, we did it. By the way, I just want to
That was
see
such a treat.
freshest by November 19th, 2015.
So you know what?
It's got a full year on it.
You've got time with this. Yeah, you should age it.
You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it in an oak barrel, but in the plastic and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have another gift.
That is really beautiful.
This is less of a gift and more of just like me showing you things that I got. Number one.
It's real.
It's real.
You
It's
got
a real
that movie in the
it's
mail.
Cake. It's the Cake screener, thanks to SAG.
Well, which did nothing for her. She didn't get nominated for an Oscar.
For Dick Squiddly. But what about SAG?
She got nominated for SAG.
So here's the DVD. You can't eat it.
Oh, damn it.
That's the bummer of this whole thing. I mean, you probably could.
Yeah.
If you had one of those stomachs.
She's already got my vote.
She's just coming out of a water.
That is just to show, like, guys, I know on the other poster you didn't think I wore makeup. I am fully wet here. There's no way I'm wearing makeup in this shot. You know that she's not wearing... That was just secondary proof of, like, this is me without makeup.
I'm glad you saved your wine because I would like to challenge you to a wine-drinking cake party.
You got it.
Yeah, okay.
Wine and cake!
Do you want to watch this movie?
Yeah. I mean, I will with you.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm already voting for her, though.
One penny?
She's brave.
She's brave. No makeup. And
makeup.
a t-shirt in a swimming pool?
Yeah. That's heavy. That drags you down.
It does. You'll drown in that motherfucker.
I have a friend who used to pretend to fall into swimming pools.
At parties?
Yes.
Like, whoa, but then wouldn't do it?
Would pretend to fall into swimming pools and then fall into them because they didn't want to wear a swimsuit. And be like, well, I'm wet. I'll just swim in my clothes because they didn't like their body. True story.
Well, join the club of not liking your body. We all agree that we don't like our bodies, but we get in swimsuits anyway. It's the social contract that we all sign when we decide to buy a swimsuit.
Is it funny to pour that wine on your crotch and then walk around and say I peed my pants because if people smelled it, they'd be like, I believe you.
Oh, yeah. I think you should put it everywhere.
You should, a game show called Wine or Pee, and then everyone smells and they decide.
If they do decide it's wine, do you have to tell what vintage and stuff? Is it like a sommelier?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like wine or pee, and then you smell, and sometimes it's pee, and sometimes it's wine. But when it's wine, there's another level of, okay, not so fast. What year? What vintage?
Yeah.
What brand?
What region of France? Is this in Bordeaux?
No one's ever won.
No one's ever won. You know what I think would be a really interesting career? A pea sommelier. Where you smell someone's pee and you have to be
tell
like
them what they ate.
Slight asparagus.
Yeah.
Brussels sprout.
Yep.
Chicken breast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken breast.
But I don't know what the end game is with that.
Money.
Oh, right.
It's all about them ducats. Does that mean money?
Yeah. 1 cent on Amazon. It cost me more to ship it.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's wrapped for 1 cent.
Yeah, this is the DVD for cats. It's the commemorative edition. It should be called the cat commemorative edition.
I'm going to leave if you keep this up.
The cat commemorative edition?
And all of a sudden, do you know what? All of a sudden, you look more like a cat than ever. Since you held that DVD up and with those eyes, you look more... That's like Cheshire Cat. You look exactly like those yellow eyes. It's so scary.
Isn't that how they do it?
Yeah, see, that's what happens when you have...
Oh, it's haunted.
That's what happens when you hold up, classics. That's history.
Based on an old possum's book of practical cats.
I mean,
like
relax. You know what? Don't be cute in your byline. Just tell us what it's about.
First
Just
of all,
be like, based on bullshit.
It's widescreen, so you can finally tell what happens on the right and
There's
left.
that white slutty cat.
What's her name?
I don't know. White slutty cat. She is full slut in the whole
Well, let me tell you,
production.
are there no... there's no character listing on the back.
Is there ever on the back of a DVD, Aaron?
Yeah, I want to see who the white slutty cat is.
Does it ever list the characters on the back of a movie?
Is this the first sign of what was wrong with America? That this was so popular?
And I'll tell you, do you know that the review for Cats in the New York Times said, like, this is not the first theater review of that show on Broadway. This is not a great show, but we've never seen anything like it. It's not good. It will run forever. This will change the theater landscape. That's what the Times said. And it did.
When I think...
Spectacle theater.
Let me tell you something. I understand this because when I was in the airport, I got delayed.
You shouldn't brag about understanding that.
No.
Because it's full gibberish.
Oh, but I'm going to tell you why. Okay. So I was at the airport coming back to LA.
We get it.
Couldn't wait to get back. Oh, yeah. I was at United.
Yeah.
So you know.
So I get
high
it.
class.
Yeah.
They kept delaying the plane for a multitude of reasons.
That's the worst.
But they wouldn't. Ended up being a 5-hour delay. But they wouldn't say 5 hours. They were just like, it's going to be another 45 minutes. It's going to be another 45 minutes. But me...
Isn't that funny, though? 5-hour energy drink.
Oh, I could have drank that.
Yeah.
But what I did instead is I ate an entire pot cookie that had smuggled into the
That's
state
the
of
opposite
Texas.
of a 5-hour
Come and get
energy.
me.
Yeah. That's the opposite of a 5-hour
I had the
energy.
time of my life.
Great.
They would say they were
I
delayed
would
another
have
45
thrown
minutes.
myself out the plane. I couldn't handle.
Well, you
something
weren't
like
in the
that.
plane yet.
Well, out of the airport. I would have run onto a plane and then thrown myself off it.
Oh, like to Cincinnati, like to another destination.
Yes.
Well, why?
Because I can't handle edibles like that.
Because of the pot, not because of the delays.
Anytime a plane is delayed, I run.
I thought it was the
straight onto
reaction?
the Broadway, climb onto the plane, and then throw myself off it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No.
No, the edibles.
Oh,
the drugs.
No, for I'll tell you, for about an hour, I was really in a bad spot because I would be just staring like this, just smiling.
That's what I would
thinking
do.
nothing.
Yeah.
And then I would just
With those eyelashes?
Yeah, his eyelashes. And then I started thinking about, Ollie sent me a emoticon of, it's a sheep, and then there's like a wind symbol, so it looks like the sheep
fart
is farting.
sheep. Yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing. And so I would just think about it, just wistfully in the distance, thinking of nothing. And then I'd think about that fart sheep, and I would just laugh out loud. And I was laughing louder than normal because I had headphones
from
on.
an emoji.
I had my headphones on, and I was listening to Morrissey, and I was just laughing. Everything was great. They'd announce another thing, and everyone would get so mad, and I would just laugh at them.
Do you know what? This is a funny joke.
No one knew I was on drugs.
What's the language they speak in Iran? Fart sheep.
That's
instead
funny.
Of Farsi.
Oh, instead of Farsi, fart sheep? Respectful of the culture. Definitely. I'd say that first.
It wasn't the right thing to say.
I would disagree with you 100% about that.
But here we are.
If it isn't the wrong thing to say.
No.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
That's what I mean. Okay, first things first, pre-shoe, I want to just talk about this pain-capable unborn child protection act. Do you know about this?
No.
Well, it's going to be it's up for a vote on Thursday. It's basically like, abortions are done.
Oh.
Saying
up for
that
a vote to whom?
a fetus can feel pain before 20 weeks.
Oh.
But what's crazy is, well, also they're voting on it on the anniversary of Roe versus Wade.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so keeping it all in the family.
Well, it's good to do something, and I don't care what it is. It's good to do something every anniversary because that way you didn't forget.
Yeah, exactly. So this episode is coming out auditorily on Roe versus Wade.
Oh, great.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
That
and
is
I just
fun.
want to say...
It's an honor.
Roe versus Wade, 1973. I was born in 79. Thanks to my mom for either not being close enough to a clinic or not knowing it was an option.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, love you, Mom.
Oh.
Okay, so that's not what I just wanted to mention that was happening. Oh, and what else is crazy about it is Republican women are now speaking up and saying this is not cool because there's no rape exemption. There's no it's just abortions are done.
So this is being put before Congress?
Yes, and then Republican women are speaking out saying, please. Well, actually, you know what? I don't really know. It's being voted on. It's in a committee stage, and then whatever's after that. Yeah. Okay. Whatever is happening, the fact that people are even spending time on this when we have other problems in the country, is
the fact that Into the Woods didn't get nominated for Best Picture.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think Anna Kendrick's going to be okay?
No.
Okay. So my shoe.
Yes.
And now for my shoe.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a new.
Oh, that's funny because Anna Kendrick plays Cinderella.
Oh, is that?
Shoe.
Did she say that in the movie?
No, but glass slipper.
Oh, but she should have said that.
Oh, that's
and now
so
for
funny.
my shoe.
That's funny.
She plays Cinderella. So what's the deal on Into the Woods? Everybody's a slut or something?
You got it.
Okay, so
you definitely garnered exactly what I wanted you to.
They take nursery rhymes and they
slut them up.
They slut them up. Everybody, Prince Charming, everybody's a slut.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it. So there's a new political party in Britain, the UK.
I know.
You know where it is. So move over conservatives, move over Labour Party.
Right.
Labour Party spelled the long way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's time for some new blood. And I don't, it's not a vaginal reference. This is quite the opposite of vaginas. This is the Justice for Men and Boys political party, parentheses, and the women who love them.
This is an actual political party?
Acronym J4BM. Sorry, J4MB, which is like a...
J4MB. I liked the other one better.
Because it sounds like BM.
Bowel movement.
Yeah. I mean, it still does look like a 2000s boy band name.
Yeah, that does.
Either way around.
Yeah.
Run by this guy, Mike Buchanan, as they always are.
Yeah.
He was a former Conservative Party consultant and left politics in 2009 when David Cameron announced support for women shortlists in an effort to get more conservative female members on Parliament.
Okay.
I don't understand what a shortlist is.
I imagine it's just like, let's push these.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Put them on the...
Almost like an affirmative action kind of play.
That's exactly what it is. I couldn't quite figure out what the list was.
Right.
Or if it's just like an idiom.
Yeah.
An idiom?
Idiom.
Idiom, yeah. Okay, so J4MB, that's with the number 4, just in case anyone needs a visual. And they've got quite the manifesto. Let me tell you something. They are seeking to change a lot about the way that things work in Britain, and they have a lot of opinions about how things have been fucked up. This is from their manifesto. I've kind of shortened it because it was lengthy. You'd be surprised how people on soapboxes like to talk too much.
Yeah.
Okay, so Parenthood is fucked because there's women working and they're taking...
Well, it's being canceled.
Oh, Working. The show Working?
Oh, Parenthood.
Oh, okay.
But also
both of those shows,
yeah.
Because women are taking their, quote, nurturing bosoms and going to the office. So they can't be home with their kids, right? So that's
being nurtured by breasts.
problem number 1.
Right.
He's not happy about taxpayer money being spent on encouraging girls into STEM subjects and careers, STEM being science, technology, engineering, math, and medical fields.
Right.
Because those careers were historically meant for men. Okay, and everybody knows that everything in history was done right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just thinking about what... I can't think of one thing we did wrong in the past.
Nothing.
Can you?
Not one.
Yeah, I don't... Everything was... We're going backwards.
Yeah. I'm trying to bring prohibition back.
Oh, I wish you would.
And I'm doing it with the sexy back theme.
Oh, Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
Let's bring prohibition back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
It's fun.
Super
I had a big party last night.
Did you get his permission?
No.
Okay.
No.
You might...
No.
I don't know what... Is it a... Because it doesn't really count as a parody, right?
It does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Everything, yeah.
Everything counts as a parody?
Yeah.
Okay. He says employment is pear-shaped. That's my word because it's Brits,
Oh, yeah.
Because by advancing women in all jobs, we're taking jobs away from men.
Well, you very rarely find a pear shape on a man.
That's true. But when you do,
know
God bless them.
It is mostly
31
on women.
waist, 36 hips.
Yeah. I mean, it happens, but it's rare.
I mean, but how do men even do the jeans? Because you only have length and width. You don't have you can't do hips.
You have to get them taken out.
Oh, you
Just
have to
at the
get a
hip.
36 waist. It's very hard to take a waist in.
It is.
Yeah.
You cinch it at the waist.
You
have to buy a parachute pant.
Yeah, or you get them custom made.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
Yeah, the pear tailor. So domestic violence, this is an interesting fact that I thought was the opposite. But apparently domestic violence is more often perpetrated by women. And then...
oh, this is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, wow,
This
really?
is part of the manifesto
Yeah.
still. He also is mad that women are using the word rape to describe regrettable sexual encounters.
Okay.
He thinks the criminal justice system is unfair to men and that there is a gender justice gap, which I would like to disagree with because I know 4 people from my high school who've been to prison, and they are all women.
Yeah.
So.
Plus, Orange is the New Black.
Yeah! Come on! Watch some Netflix!
Yeah.
Mike Buchanan, they might not get it over there because there's weird internet
Oh, they
things.
probably don't, and they're all whatever.
If we can get Downton Abbey, they can get Owen.
I just finished
NTOB.
Broadchurch. Have you heard of that?
Broadchurch?
Yeah. It's a television show.
So sexy.
It wasn't.
Ooh.
No, it wasn't.
What was it about? A church?
No, pedophilia and someone who gets killed. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. It's
Yeah.
a mystery why more people aren't watching it.
It is.
Yeah. I did watch all of Transparent in 2 days. And I have
to say,
I was so mad that it was over.
I know. That was the best thing shot this year of anything, any movie, any television show.
Any wild game.
Absolutely. Yeah. Anyone.
Judith Light. At
Judith
first
Light
I was
working
like,
every.
I was like,
me
too much.
Too
And then
much.
I was
And
like,
then it worked. Me too.
I loved
Me too.
Please go see Transparent.
Jeffrey Tambor. Go see it. Where?
At a TV near you.
Yes.
Okay. So like all political parties, they give out awards.
Yeah.
To just regular people. And the what's their dumb name? The Justice for Men and Boys.
Right. J4MB.
J4MB. Give one out that is called the Lying Feminist of the Month Award, and I am hoping that this gets
Me too.
that award.
That would be quite an achievement.
I don't know what I've lied about yet, but I hope I can. Pretty soon.
Yeah.
So there is a way for they've gotten a lot of like press because of how radical their manifesto is. There is a way that they can actually run on this platform or just have the ideals of this political party and not bash women.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you could rewrite this whole manifesto and just take out the women hating, and you'd have something that sounds actually very caring for men.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no, I don't know whoever gave Mike Buchanan a toothy blowjob, who chomped down.
Oh, and in England, that's all you get.
That is a
snaggly,
jagged scar.
Absolutely.
My apologies, Brittany, but get some Invisalign.
Absolutely.
Because we're doing it over here.
Yes.
You got, I don't know what snaggletooth gave him
I don't know.
Jankiest.
I don't know.
Off-kilter blowjob.
Absolutely. Just looks like a millipede attacked it.
Just a full hamburger meat blowjob.
Yes.
Just a chomp, like as if she's chomping on some ice.
Absolutely.
You know?
Boca Burger.
I don't know what happened to his dick. By the hands or mouth of a
woman. I don't know
woman.
who thought that dick was a beet, but...
By Dre?
No, sorry, the vegetable.
Oh, yeah. Because they're hard to get into?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know.
Yeah. Whoever broke up with this guy after a toothy blowjob, dumped him after she had the nerve to give him a toothy blowjob, and then she dumps him?
I couldn't agree more.
Fucking, that's not everyone else's problem.
No.
Whatever his rage is, I do think, hey, what a great thing to think. There's a lot of men in jail. What can I do to help them? I also find it ironic that I couldn't find one fucking piece of evidence that this guy has ever volunteered at whatever they call them in Britain, a young boys club.
Sure.
I don't know.
You know, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like a youth group.
Like no youth group, no like Alcoholics Anonymous, no like unemployment. My ex-boyfriend lived in Venice and used to walk down the street to the homeless shelter and help.
Well, good for him.
That's all he did. Just walk there. He didn't go in.
Oh.
No, but he used to help people write
great.
Resumes.
We all do what we can.
Yeah. Oh, I get
Okay.
it. Are you mad because you got fired from volunteering?
Yes.
You can't steal the food. It's not for you.
I used to volunteer at an old folks home, and there was one lady who was like super randy.
You volunteered there?
Yeah.
When? In New York?
No, out here. Like
what?
2008, 9.
What?
Yeah. I used to go with my friend Stephanie. I mean...
So Stephanie got you to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stephanie did a really stand-up thing, and I was like, I guess I'll go. You gonna buy me some French fries after?
You're such a cheap volunteer.
Yeah. No.
What happened at the old folks home?
There was a lady who had dementia, and was just like really randy, like all the time.
Oh, she wanted to fuck you?
Everyone, even the nurses.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She
they
would touch
should just let
everyone's
her
breasts.
fuck. Yeah.
I agree.
Put her on a porn site. Let her make some money.
Well,
you know?
I don't know about that.
Well, she can just get her in her daylight hours when she can consent.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
You brought it up.
Okay. Well, I don't know that I did. I think I volunteered I brought it that I volunteered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's your fault.
Okay.
My point is that you don't need to like take your anger, your anti-feminist, your misogynistic vitriol and build a platform on it when you do actually have some good ideas in theory about, supporting men. Because I think it is very hard for guys sometimes. I think that look, let me say this. Guys have it made. Straight guys have it made. Okay? You're born into a life of just everything kind of being laid out before you. Mm-hmm. But if there are situations like, let's say you're a young kid and your parents are divorced, you don't know anyone to talk to, or like you're like a victim of the adoption or foster care, or there's a bunch of examples anyone can think of a man who's been treated unfairly and needs a leg up. Absolutely. And I'm not advocating that shouldn't happen. I'm just saying it doesn't have to happen while you're literally kicking women in the face.
Yes.
Yeah. Figuratively kicking women in
right.
the face. Now, I just want to say, whatever Mike's problem is, that doesn't mean he doesn't deserve a little internet.
Everything okay over there? Or?
Little internet justice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he's got an Amazon page
because
he's written some books. Very prolific author.
I can imagine.
Very prolific author.
Yeah.
You've read these books, right? 2 Men in a Car.
I'm adapting it. It's so funny. It's basically these two guys they buy the car.
So good. I can't wait.
It's great.
Who's attached to direct?
Milos Forman, who did Amadeus and People vs. Larry Flint. Yeah.
Oh, what
he's taking a big break, but he's back.
He's ready to come back.
He's
with a bang.
back. Yeah, it's with F. Murray Abraham and Salman Rushdie, and it's hilarious.
He's never acted before.
No,
correct?
it's the first time for a lot of people.
In
and,
Two Men in a Car.
Yep,
Okay.
and Courtney Love plays the Sonic waitress.
Oh, because of Larry
Flint.
Yeah. And then he also wrote a book called Guitar Gods in Bed.
Also adapting that. Yeah. It's the story of
guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And those are his like kind of fun books. He also has his book, The Glass Ceiling Delusion.
What could that mean?
There isn't a glass ceiling.
He's a smart guy.
No. And then Feminism, The Ugly Truth, which the picture
is Betty Friedan.
Yeah.
It was a horrible thing for me to say.
You know what? That would actually be
it's a shitty shit thing for me to say.
Here's the thing. That would actually be a better book cover for this than what he did do, which is a woman who looks like 28 Days Later style vampire. Like,
oh, that's fun because
fangs and everything.
Yeah, but everyone loves Twilight, and so that's good for
he's
YA.
He's trying to hop on that
YA.
book. According to Amazon, the book, quote, finally answers the 50 most challenging questions of the modern era, like, are you a misogynist if you only hate feminists? That's a question I ask every goddamn day.
Yeah, right.
That's my alarm when I get up.
Yeah.
It's just a robot saying, are you a misogynist if you only hate feminists?
What is the question of the era?
Okay, well, here's another one.
Mm-hmm.
Are feminists less intelligent than normal women?
Yes.
Are feminists less attractive than normal women?
These are 50 modern questions.
I think there's proof to the positive of that one.
Absolutely. I mean, look at those eyelashes.
Do feminists suffer from PPS, permanent premenstrual syndrome?
Oh.
Always on their periods.
PPS.
You know?
Are you sure it's not PPs?
Oh, always suffer from PPs? Like they have to go urinate because they have tiny lady bladders?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Or because they don't have a good enough dick.
Oh, yeah. What does that have to do with it? Oh.
Well, sometimes people make that joke of like, when a woman's uptight, they're like, she needs to get some dick.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Know?
Yeah. That's a funny
You know how
joke.
guys are like, the doctor's in and the doctor's prescribing some vitamin D.
I'm gonna make that a dialogue for Salman Rushdie for that movie.
Oh, that's a good idea. Well, it's a good thing we're recording this.
Yeah. I'll write Jamila Schwarman and suggest it. I think he would deliver that well.
Well, you're doing the screenplay.
No, I know, but I have to run everything by him.
Oh, you do? Yeah. It's a very long process.
It's taken me forever.
Oh, you might want... here's some other ones, and this is from the book, but feel free to take them for your screenplay.
I would love to.
Why must taxpayers... Oh, this is a question. Why must taxpayers stop financing women's studies and gender studies courses?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, he's saying... Why women's... Whatever.
Right.
It's not important. Are feminists delusional?
No.
How are feminists killing men and women?
Well, I don't know.
Kindness.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my answer.
Is that the Snickers?
Kill him with kindness.
No, is there a candy bar that says that?
Yeah, snap it to a kindness.
That's what I'm thinking of. That
snap
actually.
Snap it to a Slim Jim.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. What's the guy? Roddy Piper? Is that who does those?
Roddy Piper.
Rodney
Piper.
Rodney Piper. Sorry, just an accountant, a
Rodney
CPA
Piper.
from Encino.
Yeah.
So I went to his page and I wanted to write a review for his book, right? And I don't want to be like, you're an asshole, you're fucking wrong, you know, you're toothy blowjob,
yeah.
Right? So here's what I wrote on his Amazon page.
Great.
It's 1 star, but it's not for what you think.
Oh.
First off, I wholeheartedly agree with everything in this book. Yes, feminists are less attractive than normal women, especially their horns.
Yeah.
OMG, LOL, and then I made this up, this acronym, DIDT question mark.
DIDT.
Did I do that?
Oh, that's funny, Urkel.
I'm starting that,
yeah.
but I wanted to start from this page.
Yeah.
But I must give this book 1 star for its font choice. Honey Bun, see, I incorporated our new catchphrase. Yeah. Honey Bun, as a designer of hundreds of GeoCities pages, I know a little something about fonts. Consider the artfully done curls or Joker Man for future prints. So beautiful. Beautiful
for a wedding invitation or for Buckingham Palace invite.
If you don't put it on my funeral announcement, we're going to have problems.
I'm absolutely going to.
Okay, they're my personal favorites. I even did a little number in CS, that's the first version of Photoshop, and mocked up my Arizona driver's license with curls. The police crack up every time I show it to them.
That is a good joke.
Think of all the smiles you'll bring to tens of 20s of people with just a simple change. Thanks for your time and peace in the Middle East.
I hope you understand that he will, A, think you are fun, and be like, you know what? Yeah, that's a good idea. I bet you he looks into it. I'm not even kidding. I bet he looks into it.
No, we're going to troll him so hard. So get your fingers to tapping on Amazon.
Get your troll dolls.
Line
them up. Play bingo.
Brush those hairs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Take it off your keychain or wherever it is, your rearview mirror.
Yeah.
And just get on Amazon, troll this dude.
Style that hair, snap a picture, put it right up there.
If you just put a picture of a troll doll as the Amazon review, done.
Done. We got a Jumbotron.
We did. It's so sexy.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. That's how I have orgasms.
Okay. This is brought to you from Commingle.io, and they're doing an Indiegogo for something very exciting. At Commingle.io, we have been hard at work for over a year and a half to bring you our flagship product, the Mod, or MOD, a multi-vibrating open-source dildo platform. It's powerful, pure-body safe silicone, gender-neutral, and you control it with any kind of sensor you want. For instance, squeezing, thrusting motions, music, cameras, paddles, Geiger counters, head massagers, breathing, and your pulse are just some of the inputs that let your toy react to a sexy situation with you or your partner.
Oh, I love it. You can be like, we're gonna have the big one in LA, right? And so you can make the vibrator coincide with the earthquake.
And then that wouldn't be scary at all. It'd be very exciting.
So orgasmic.
You would be hoping for earthquakes.
You know what you'd hear from my house.
Yeah.
Okay. So visit commingle.io to contribute to their Indiegogo campaign, and you'll be able to purchase your own Mod dildo while supplies last. Don't forget, just put in the code.
Yeah, put in the code of a grandfather singing at a wedding. This is what that sounds like to me. And visit commingle.io. Diana Ross and all the Supremes are back in action.
Oh, I thought you were saying I looked like her.
No, you do. You know what? I bet she did a lash like that at one point.
Should we wait?
Like during her solo.
In the jungle, the
It's not Diana Ross. I don't. Definitely. No.
Are you sure?
Like I'm not even a big Diana Ross fan, really, at all. I know. I would risk my life on knowing that she never sang that.
But I thought she hits those notes.
No. She sings like.
Oh, okay, that's different. Yeah.
Okay, well.
She does sleeveless, right?
I mean, she's done it all.
Okay.
Do you know who she is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so
she's one of the most prolific, gifted singers of the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Yep, and 60s. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could say you got all those decades right.
50s?
No, I think 60s.
Has she had a 50-year-long career?
She's had a 50-year-long career.
Well, when was the last time she released a CD?
You know, I don't know, Erin. Again, I'm not a huge fan of hers.
Oh, okay.
Probably in the 90s. But this is all leading me to, they're all back. RBG, Kennedy,
Ruth
Scalia,
Bader.
Everyone's back. Because, I don't know if you heard about this happened last week. The Supreme Court is now going to consider 4 cases that are challenging bans on same-sex marriage.
Right,
so basically,
VANDS.
Exactly. So there's same-sex marriage in Kentucky, Michigan, Ohio, and Tennessee.
That's 5? Kentucky, Tennessee?
Michigan, Ohio. No, 4.
Oh, 4, okay.
Yeah. So the Supreme Court is considering, so basically, this whole time that gay marriage has been sort of a wave has overtaken. A year and a half ago, during DOMA, 12 states allowed same-sex marriage. Now 70% of the country allows same-sex marriage. It went from 12 to 36 in a year and a half.
Is it because young people can vote again?
Well, no, because most of these were court ordered. Like most of this was from like a federal court or something like that. But what has just happened is, and so the Supreme Court was sort of allowing all of this to happen. They kind of knew that, like, once DOMA was overturned, that states would it would be a domino effect, and so nothing's been challenged until these 4 states, Kentucky, Michigan, Ohio, and Tennessee,
we're like, no.
Yeah, exactly. No, gay marriage cannot happen here. We want it to be banned. Yeah, we want it to be banned. Is that constitutional? And so now it's going to the Supreme Court, and this is sort of going to be the decision that basically will be probably the ultimate marriage decision in the country.
They should call it an extreme decision, because that's fun. Everybody's doing that now. Like extreme socks, extreme sports.
Yes. So this happened, these 4 states upheld these marriage bans 2 days after the midterm elections, which is obviously right when we saw that big Republican wave.
Right.
Exactly. The crimson tide, as they say.
Oh, did they say? But isn't it also Alabama? Isn't there like a crimson tide
There's
thing?
like a football thing. Yeah. We don't know. So we're specifically hearing from these 4 states now, and the case before the Supreme Court is going to answer these questions.
Okay.
The first question is...
Sorry, can you just back up?
Yeah.
Because this is a lot of information.
It's a lot of
Here's
information.
The thing.
And it's kind of complicated.
Are those 4 states together in a lawsuit that they're bringing to the Supreme Court?
They're hearing all of these cases, yes.
So
and it will be
it's
under
4 separate
one,
cases. Sorry, 4 separate
It will
cases.
be under one case. Like, if the Supreme Court is hearing one thing.
Okay, so it's like the Gap owns Banana Republic
It's
Old
Gap
Navy.
Inc. It's absolutely Gap
Okay.
Inc. Okay. So the first question is that the court is considering, does the 14th Amendment, so the 14th Amendment is
Right
full
to
and equal
drink?
protection.
Okay.
Absolutely not. It's basically, if you're born in the United States, you have full and, equal protection under the laws.
Right.
Which is why marriage falls under that, because it's sort of like, don't we get what everyone else gets, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So, does the 14th Amendment require a state to license a marriage between 2 people of the same sex? So, is that what the 14th Amendment allows for? And the second question is, does the 14th Amendment require a state to recognize a marriage between 2 people of the same sex when their marriage was licensed and performed out of state?
Oh, that would be good.
So, in other words, like, if I'm in California
Which
and
you
I'm
are?
married to Derek, and then I go to
I think that's the first time you've said his real name on the show.
Really? And then I go to Tennessee to, like, get my bluegrass career going.
Well, because you started finger picking?
Exactly.
So it's called finger picking.
Exactly.
Banjos, yeah.
Will my marriage be legal there? So it's basically allowing for both those questions, and those are 2 questions that really need to be answered.
You could. There's a booming music industry here. I'm just saying, if you wanted to stay here and do your whole deliverance thing that you do.
There is here?
Yeah.
In Los Angeles.
Oh my God. Do you know how much?
I've never even heard a radio station here.
If you do finger picking in Los Angeles, you're basically like a hipster god.
Really?
Yeah, you'd make a...
What is finger picking exactly?
Finger picking is where you don't use a pick, you just use your fingers to pick the
What
guitar.
are clam diggers?
Clam diggers are pants.
What?
High water pants, clam diggers.
Why are they called that?
I think it's like you know how everyone in Vermont does weird stuff?
Yeah.
They started it.
Oh, God.
And they go clam digging.
Do moms like them?
Yes, because when you go into the water or you got to get your feet dirty or whatever, as they say,
When do moms have to do that?
You don't have to roll your pants up. They're already rolled up. And
But
you can
why
wear a
do
sling
moms
with
like
it.
them? Like the Mom and Gone Girl probably liked them, right?
Oh, because they I don't know, because they look bad on most people.
Okay.
But
so
I
clam
think,
diggers,
I know why. When you have kids, this is why.
clam digging and finger picking are nothing alike.
No, not at all. But when moms have kids, you get hot ankle. And that's why they wear clam diggers.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Like permanent?
Permanent hot ankle.
Okay.
God damn, they sweat through all kinds of socks. That's
Okay.
why ankle socks were invented, for moms.
Now I understand. Okay, so the Supreme Court's hearing these 4 cases, and this will definitively decide whether same-sex couples can marry nationwide. So
That's so exciting.
It's very exciting. It's also
Are you scared? Are you
It's also
scared?
very scary because this is a conservative court. And even though, like I said, the tide has been changing, it came to a halt 2 days after the midterm. We had not seen anyone trying to uphold bans. It had all been overturned.
But can I ask you this? Remember that case they were going to... They refused to rule on? Right? Wasn't there a gay marriage case?
That they threw back.
Do you think they
Yeah.
knew
The
this was
Prop 8
coming?
case.
And they wanted it to be this case?
I don't think that the Supreme Court necessarily thought this was coming. I think everyone thought that there was not going to be anyone trying to uphold these bans. I think that because that's what would happen. Like I said, in 18 months, we went from 12 states, from
Florida
20%
did
of
it.
the... Yeah.
Michigan should be honestly fucking
Yeah.
ashamed of themselves if Florida's going to
Kansas
do
did
it.
From 20% of the country to 70% of the country in a year and a half. It's unbelievable. And then it like I said, it all kind of came to a halt with these 4 states. And I think like...
Wait,
the
all
only
those
reason the
states
Supreme-
touch, don't they?
I don't
Does
know.
it create like a barrier? Well, because Michigan is above Ohio.
We're going to absolutely get this wrong.
Well,
just
I
so
know
you
Ohio's above Kentucky.
Yes,
I used to-
everyone knows that.
But
you mean like right above?
Yes.
Is it?
Ohio's right above Kentucky because
okay,
I've lived in both states.
Okay.
White trash. All of my elementary schools, junior highs, pants that don't fit. And then I was too tall and none of the pants fit me. That was the whole...
Clam digging. You should have gotten clam diggers.
They were natural clam diggers.
Okay.
But then I think Tennessee's right under Kentucky.
That is not right.
I'm saying they've literally done Hands Across America with this thing.
They may have done Hands Across America. That's true.
I have to look at a map, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Well, basically, the only reason that, like I said, the Supreme Court's interfering is because these four states...
Oh, no, Michigan's above a lake. I don't know. I know it looks like a Huffin Mitt. I know that for sure.
So
that's Wisconsin. Never mind.
What is scary about this is that...
I don't know anything about the geography of the United States.
Well, I don't either. I mean, like, I'm saying you're wrong, but I'm not saying what's right.
Oh, right.
So, like, I'm not really correcting you. I'm just saying, no, that's wrong. So... in this issue that will be the biggest gay rights ruling ever, there is something very scary that could potentially happen because, like I said, it is a very conservative court. NOM, the National Organization of Marriage, is like, which is obviously an anti-gay think tank,
right?
Is like thrilled about this and are sort of saying like, great, maybe you can start pushing this back. And in a horrible, horrible, horrible scenario, all this momentum could be totally thrown back, and some decisions could get reversed.
Why would they get reversed?
Because I guess the judges who had overturned, I have this written down, so I want to make sure I get it right. If they decide that statewide bans on same-sex marriage are constitutional, then the states who have been overturning the bans may have been doing it all wrong.
Oh, you mean like unconstitutionally?
Exactly.
Jeez.
And in more than 20 states, in more than 20 of the 36 states, same-sex marriage was only decided because of an order of a federal judge. So in like a nightmare scenario, people, like happened in California, a decade ago or whatever. Yeah. People got married and then it was taken away from them. And then you're married, but no one else can get married. And then it's just like a fallout of what happens to these people. So it's a huge decision to end up in the laps of 9 people, 5 of whom are pretty conservative.
Yeah. But do you think Roberts will do the right thing?
I don't know. I mean, it's like putting your faith
he watches Spike Lee, right?
Oh, you're right. He does watch Spike Lee.
Yeah.
He'll do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When do they vote?
It's either April or June.
Oh, so we have time. We got time to make T-shirts, bumper stickers.
We've got time to do the whole thing.
Well, they have a very easy, in my opinion, decision to make, but not a politically.
At this point, they're affecting the lives of millions of people. If it's the wrong thing to come down,
they can't do that.
It's a totally revolutionary thing. I hope it happens. You should see the way this map looks right now for gay marriage. It's incredible.
It's all blue. Do they do blue red or purple pink?
I don't know what they do. You know what? You just chill the fuck out.
Well, I would do different colors. See, here's what I would do. I would do whatever state. I'd be like whatever color I feel like it. Like maybe Florida's orange. Maybe
right.
Texas. Wait, Texas hasn't done it yet. But maybe like California's salmon. Right? But then maybe New York.
By the way, this is a really boring looking map. Orange and salmon.
Yeah, but then New Jersey's turquoise. But they've all overturned gay marriage.
New Mexico
or
should
gay
be
bans.
Turquoise.
Okay, New Mexico's turquoise. New Jersey's brown.
Yeah. Shit.
Vermont's beautiful gray, like an oyster. And all these places are like okay with gay marriage, but it's a rainbow. Do you understand?
For Vermont, can it just say clam diggers?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just a picture of clam diggers.
Great.
Why? They need to change their state lines as far as I'm concerned. That's a better look for them.
The whole map needs to switch up to the way we see it. We got some tweets this January week. At
That's Beaker.
Oh, yeah. Veggie Galactic says, thanks. I'm now that rando that's cracking up by himself on the subway, and I don't laugh pretty. You owe me a cappuccino.
Oh, I laugh so ugly.
You don't laugh ugly. You just laugh robustly.
Loud.
Yeah. It's a hearty laugh.
Kelly, this girl Kelly in 8th grade used to make fun of me. She would go, why do you do it so loud?
Oh, she can go to hell.
What
does she know, a librarian?
She's in hell right now.
Oh, good. At From WC says, another Suzanne Summers reference would have created a Beetlejuice effect and Brian and Aaron would be riding a lizard through time.
I wish.
Fair enough. I don't even think I've ever referenced
They're called
her.
sand somethings. Sandworms.
Okay.
Yeah.
At Hey Khaki.
Hey.
Hey Khaki. Khaki is the best word, by the way.
Is it better than
to describe
Milford?
a pant
Yeah.
color?
Khaki.
Gross. I love it.
It also is the most aggressive sounding word.
And it's a beautiful name for a girl.
Khaki?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Spelled like this person spells it Jackie, but with a K, so Kackie.
I'm gonna name my first girl Khaki Entree.
It's beautiful. At Hey Khaki says, 2 Bloody Marys and throwing shade on an airplane means strange looks while I snort laugh about a yogurt orphanage. Very nice. And finally, Listening to, at Shanann_Iggins says listening to a bunch of throwing shade in a row makes you realize how often Brian and Aaron reference Duck Hunt. # cutting edge video games.
We do?
Was
yeah.
cutting edge.
Absolutely.
They fully just gave you a gun
when
you got a Nintendo.
That you plug into something.
Ridiculous. Do they have electric guns? That's not a thing, is it?
Yeah, tasers, right?
No, but you don't plug those in.
You could. How do you charge them? I don't know. I don't know the answers to any of this. Is this nuclear power?
Good point.
Read Mary Roach's...
Wee Mary Roach.
Wee Mary Roach is picking for Mars. It's really good.
Yep.
Don't forget our new hashtag honey bun, which also took off on Twitter.
It did.
Everyone loves a honey bun.
Everyone loves a honey bun.
Also, did you see the cappuccino
on
reviews
iTunes?
on iTunes?
Yes.
Well, way to take that to heart.
Yeah, great job. You can follow us on Twitter. I'm at Brian Safi.
I'm at Gibblertron.
You can hashtag us TSPod in your tweets. You can go to TSPod_quotes for the quote machines.
Just put your quotes in there and the machine will spit them out.
We've got a Facebook. We've got an Instagram. It's TSPod on Instagram, which is, we're doing a new behind the scenes with, everyone loves Ross, who works with us. He's our producer.
Yeah.
And there's
Boner
more
fuel.
eye candy for Ross. There's double eye candy because one of our camera ops this week is also they're sipping wine. So they're like total bachelor gentlemen.
Yeah. Well, they're both straight, but don't let that stop you.
No. So be sure to go to Instagram for that behind the scenes
Boner
action.
juice. Yeah.
Our intern is Caroline Reston, who is in LA. It's the first time we've had an intern in LA. That's Caroline.
Oh,
isn't she sweet? She came to
she came to steal everything in my house.
She came to rob us blind this week. So thank you, and I can thank you in person. Thank you, Caroline.
She's the reason that TS Pod Quotes is up and running. She's the reason
for the Facebook. She's the reason for the throwingshade.com.
She's doing it all, everybody.
We also couldn't do it without Sean Burpee and Kristen Rossi. I feel like I'm doing a thank you speech right now. We couldn't do it without Sean Burpee and Kristen Rossi, who do our gifts.
For not this, but
I just thank these people. Mm-hmm. Watch our videos every week on Funny or Die.
Yeah, and just by the way, I don't know if you know this. We don't talk about it a lot, but this is a donations show. And that, I mean, send us your blood. No, I mean,
absolutely.
Just kidding. I'm doing the Catskills next week.
Yeah.
We do take donations to keep us up and running. You can, if you want to donate, you can go to MaximumFun.org/donate and give us some of your
Don't go to donuts. I mean, yeah. Because you can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's it. So
that's all, except for one thing. Don't forget to rate us on iTunes. I know we mentioned it very quickly earlier. A lot of people said "get me a cappuccino," which is a joke that we said.
Yeah.
But you used it, and hopefully they won't get deleted off of iTunes.
Yeah.
I don't know how that bureaucracy works.
Listen, we're in a police state.
Oh, especially with the iTunes people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know who you don't want to fuck with.
Can I say another thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, guess what? I'm sorry that I spread some horrible, wrong knowledge about the Imitation Game. Like I said last week, Drew Droege told me that. So if you want to take it up with him, you take it up with him. I realize now that Steve Jobs did not. And by the way, we got about 35 emails. No one's ever been more passionate about anything than calling me out for my false information about Steve Jobs.
What are you talking about? People have been writing me emails for years.
No, I know. Calling us out. Yeah, I was wrong, okay? That was wrong.
You know what I
Blame
have to
Drew
say?
Droege.
Please do yourself a favor. When you want to write us a very lengthy email correcting us, just send us a sentence and then go get some ice cream or something.
Don't make me feel like a fucking fool all day and night.
What are you reading them over and over again? We're just saying
I'm just working myself up.
Just everyone relax. Like, we're just here to have a conversation.
Listen, guys.
We're just two friends having a conversation.
Everything we say, by the way, the Supreme Court's not hearing anything. Aaron made up that fucking bullshit in Britain.
It's all lies!
It's all lies!
It's all lies!
No, it's not. And I'm sorry I spread that false information.
So bye, honey bun.
Bye, honey.
Oh, hey there, everybody. I'm Guy Branum, and welcome to Pop Rocket, a new weekly show picking over the pop culture we all love to love. With me to talk TV, film, music, and anything else entertaining are journalist Margaret Wappler, academic, writer, and DJ Oliver Wang, digital strategist Winter Mitchell, and comedian Santina Muha.
It's an intellectual and incredibly snark-filled discussion about pop culture by 5 cranky Hollywood 30-somethings. No name-calling, no rudeness, just straight talk and a lot of role play.
I'm only 30-something for another year.
Me too. And I don't tell anybody I'm 30-something.
Pop Rocket comes out every week from MaximumFun.org.
Whether you're on break from your job, manning the water slide, or you're sailing down the French Riviera, there's no better way to fill the lazy summer hours than with my brother and me.
You can sip on a cool lemonade and sip on some goofs.
I'm allergic to lemonade.
Nobody's allergic to goofs. We're 3 brothers, and we help people with their problems that they have, like not having any podcasts to listen to or lemon allergy.
Will not really help so much.
But we don't hurt.
We do actually hurt sometimes. You can listen to it every Monday. It's an hour long, and we make jokes for you to listen to.
Some are even as funny as this has been.
Every Monday on MaximumFun.org.
Catch it!
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned.
Listener supported.